Well, thanks very much indeed. Welcome to the show. I am Jim Ferguson. I'm here with Dr. Fiechtner. Welcome. It's great to see you, sir.
Hello.
We're at the Corona Symposium.
Yes.
You've been speaking. I mean, you're one of the key players here. Why are you here?
Well, in fact, I'm not one of the key players. I'm one of the attendants, also having suffered from the Corona regime, being a doctor and being persecuted by this tyrannic state which has developed in the Federal Republic of Germany.
I mean, I'm always interested to know when people first realized that what we call the red flags went up. In other words, you realized there was something deeply wrong with what was being told to everybody. I mean, when did you first pick on that?
I became skeptical between February and March 2020, when all these measurements were imposed on people, like mask mandates, lockdowns, and every time when force is being used against the people, I asked questions. And these questions led me to the position that everything that has been done since then is wrong, is against liberty, against freedom, against free speech, against everything we believe to have had in our community, and everything was left behind for a tyrannic regime by which so much suffering has been imposed on people.
And the censorship in Germany right now is at an all-time high, isn't it? I mean, it's been bad for the last few years, but it's not gotten any better. The United Kingdom has seen a lot of censorship as well. How bad are things in Germany right now?
In the meantime, you can speak about Corona stuff, at least. During the time, 2020 up to 2023 or 4, if you spoke or wrote something against the regime, against those measurements, you were done away with. You were barred from YouTube or Facebook, or you were not invited to any speech, let's say, before other physician colleagues. And up to this point, I've never seen an assembly of doctors where a critical mind could express himself. To this point, doctors still continue with those dreadful things, with those poisonous genetic therapy, just two houses next to my practice. I'm an oncologist and hematologist. Next to 2 houses next, there is a house doctor practice. They still continue putting these poisonous shots into people, and they even make advertisements. You have to vaccinate yourself, and they continue. And the politics continues, the judges continue, everyone continues. You might say something without just right away being put before the law court, but a real freedom of speech is still not reached.
You know, I've interviewed Dr. Robert Malone. In fact, I interviewed him first in Geneva, and he's been on the show with me many times. Dr. Peter McCullough, the McCullough Foundation, very, very top, eminent doctors and scientists, epidemiologists, oncologists, and they're all saying the same thing. There is something deeply wrong. This is not a normal vaccine. This is a genetic therapy, an experimental type gene therapy. Do you think there is a darker agenda going on, perhaps, with those people that sometimes referred to as the elites, the Bill Gates, these types of people, to actually harm people? I mean, I know it's almost unthinkable for normal people to think that there might be something like that, but do you think that there was some method to their madness, if you like, that they would deliberately do that?
In the meantime, I can imagine such a thing. I can think that this is a dark plan that has been rolled out in the last years. And those 2 presentations here by Professor Wiesendanger, the physician from Hamburg, I think, who pointed out that there is an agenda by NATO and EU behind it. And that explains that all those states went like an army in synchronous steps, which to me was amazing. How could it be that they all do the same thing?
Yes.
Is it really true that the virus is that dangerous because everyone does the same? But once you know that behind there is a political agenda imposed by a
Supernatural.
national organization, which all the nations have to follow, then it becomes clear why they do it.
Yes.
And if you know that the revenue from vaccines from Bill Gates is 35 pounds return
Yes.
from a £1 investment,
Yeah.
then you can imagine that this is a real strong motivator.
And
And the third thing, you have a splendid opportunity to get rule over the people, over every individual, because you can have reason to do it.
Yes.
Well,
you know, they say in England, follow the money, you know?
Yes.
And I think that's a very appropriate thing.
Yes.
Follow the money, because there's a lot of people making a lot of money and causing a lot of harm at the same time.
Yes.
But you're right about the whole control aspects of it, because we see this with the rise of digital ID. They're calling it the Brit card. They're trying to suggest it's going to solve mass illegal immigration, which of course it's not. It's a complete smokescreen.
Yeah.
15-minute smart cities, central bank digital currencies. Now, I mean, I want to talk a little bit about the economy. I mean, the economy is not good in Germany right now, is it?
It's degrading. I'm living in Stuttgart, the automobile city, with Porsche and Mercedes and Bosch and Mahle, and the city is losing her power. The city degrades. It will become the next, no, you don't say Denver, the next decline city.
Decline, yeah.
Detroit, the Detroit of the Federal Republic. I think Stuttgart, this is the perspective of Stuttgart, because of this dreadful policy that has been done. The green policy, you have the climate policy also. This is all the same agenda with the intention of de-industrialize Germany itself, and Germany especially. I don't know how the situation is in Great Britain.
Well, it's not good. And I mean, you know, this is the whole point of why, as International Ambassador with Advanced UK, I'm doing so much traveling across Europe, from Romania to Hungary to Poland to Germany to France. I spoke with Marine Le Pen there just a few months ago in a private meeting. We are very supportive of our friends across Europe. We understand that unity is strength. We have to support you here in Germany. You will support us in the United Kingdom. You are a great German patriot and freedom fighter in your own right. I always know when I meet another warrior, especially a warrior for the truth, but you're also an esteemed doctor. You know, you are an oncologist. You are a professional expert in your own field. And we should listen to doctors like this, because you have the capability to look beyond the data and to analyze it, to give people the real information and not the psychological operation mandates that the governments are trying to tell us. Bearing in mind that, you know, we have a large international audience with hundreds of thousands of Americans, Canadians, people from the United Kingdom, Europeans, I would like to invite you to say whatever you'd like to say to our international audience as we come to the close. Please, the floor is yours, Doctor.
Well, I would be very thankful if this fight that is done by me and others will be supported by others, because I'm personally standing before the law court. Presently, there is a judgment of 72,500 euros against me, plus the costs of the advocates and the court. And there are others who are even sitting in prison for having done things that have to be done by a doctor himself. So if those fighters, freedom fighters, will get some support, I would be grateful.
Yeah.
Because it is, otherwise it is bringing people to bankruptcy, and both psychologically and materially. This is
Where can people learn more about you and your work? Do you have platforms, Substacks? Do you have channels?
I have a YouTube channel, Dr. Heinrich Fiechtner, and I have on Telegram a channel, Doc Fiechtner, D-O-C Fiechtner, and Dr. Heinrich Fiechtner. Some channel. And on X, you can find me, Heinrich Ecke.
Excellent. Well, we'll make sure we're getting connected. Of course, when this interview goes out, we'll put the links into the channel and we'll keep in contact.
Okay.
I would just like to commend you for this sterling work that you're doing. It really is appreciated, sir. And good luck with all that you're doing. We stand united together with you. the British patriots, and the German patriots, and the European patriots, with our American friends, we were going to get through this. And as I always say, as the world gets darker, we get brighter.
And we have to stand tall for truth and liberty.
Truth and liberty. And on that note, I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you out there for your support, for standing with me, standing with our amazing guests. This is Jim Ferguson, reporting from Berlin, Germany. We'll speak soon. Bye-bye for now.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.